Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Well, folks, I'm feeling very excited now that my COVID immunity is at full power as of last Friday. So, today, I want to take you guys back to the 80s to look at a cartoon show that I partially grew up with. Now, since I already talked about DuckTales, which was far superior compared to its 2017 counterpart, does anyone remember the Care Bears? I know I sure as heck do. However, for those who are unfamiliar with these cutesy characters, here's a little history lesson. What started out as a series of American greeting cards in 1981, created by artist Elena Kucharik, and a series of plush teddy bears in 1983, soon became a children's animated TV series which ran from 1983 to 1988 for a total of 4 seasons. In the show, the Care Bears live in a faraway place in the clouds called Care-a-Lot, which constitutes a part of the Kingdom of Caring. With the help of the Care Bear cousins and their buddies, they go all over the world on missions helping everybody share their feelings, whilst evil villains such as Professor Coldheart and Lord No-Heart try to thwart their plans. Now, as a kid, I used to watch this show on the Disney Channel or on VHS whenever I visited my grandmother's place, and in my eyes, like Generation 1 of My Little Pony, while the Care Bears were a tad cheesy, the show's main purpose is to help give the audience special lessons in life involving friendship and feelings. Kind of like Sophia the First or My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And from what I can remember, during the time when I saw the Care Bears show on TV, I saw the Christmas special, The Nutcracker Suite, and a theatrical movie, which just happens to be the subject of my blog today. So, released in the United States on March 29th, 1985, this is the Care Bears movie. And now, let's get started. In this movie, the Care Bears try to help a couple of troubled orphan siblings named Kim and Jason by teaching them how to share their feelings of love, while at the same time, a young boy named Nicholas, who's the apprentice to a magician named Mr. Fettuccini, is in danger of getting under the influence of an evil spirit who plans to destroy all happiness in the world, including the Care Bears' home, Care-a-Lot. It is then up to a group of Care Bears, with help from Kim, Jason, and several new friends from the Forest of Feelings, to stop the evil spirit using their caring powers. So, what are my thoughts? Well, I understand that this movie is a tad cheesy, but after watching this movie on TV and on VHS, I thought it was fun, as well as dark, epic, thought-provoking, and it gave a good lesson about caring, love, and friendship. And nowadays, after watching it again, I still enjoy it, but maybe a little less than when I was little, though. But now, let's move on to Mustang notes. American Greetings, the owner of the Care Bears characters, began development of a feature animated movie in 1981. Later on, the card company chose Nelvana to produce it, as well as granting them rights to the characters, and financed the movie along with cereal manufacturer General Mills and television syndicator LBS Communications. Nelvana's founders served as producers, while fellow employee Arna Selznick directed the movie. Production lasted for about 8 months, with a production budget of at least $2 million, and it took place in Canada, Taiwan, and South Korea. Now, in my opinion, Nelvana's style of hand-drawn animation, for the time, is pretty decent, especially since this movie is one of their first forays into animation. Not only do the characters look great, but also places like Care-a-Lot and the Forest of Feelings looks very peaceful. Also, the amusement park in this movie looks like fun during the beginning, but it later becomes dark when the people begin to stop caring. By the way, whenever someone stops caring on Earth, it affects Care-a-Lot by not only ruining the Care Bears' homes with a cloud quake, but it also causes the carrying meter to drop to a certain number. Plus, if the carrying meter drops to 0, Care-a-Lot is finished, and no one on Earth will care again. Now let's talk about the movie's song numbers. Most of the songs in the movie were written and performed by Carole King and Joel Sebastian. However, I only want to talk about 3 of these songs. First is the opening song, Care-a-Lot, which in my opinion is a really sweet and emotional song. Plus, I think Carole King's singing is just so touching, and it really tugs my heart every time I listen to it. Then we have Nobody Cares Like a Bear, sung while the Care Bears give Kim and Jason a tour around Care-a-Lot while also showing them how to share their feelings. To me, this song is pretty fun, and it makes a nice song for people who need a good cheering up. Next we come to When You Care, You're Not Afraid to Try. Now this would have to be my favorite song in the whole movie, not only because of Lots of Heart and Braveheart calling for several reinforcements in the form of Loyal Heart Dog, Proud Heart Cat, Gentle Heart Lamb, and Treat Heart Pig, but I also like the song's message about teamwork. And now let's move on to the characters and the voice actors who brought him to life. Let's begin with Tenderheart Bear, voiced by Billy May Richards, whom you may remember as the voice of Rankin Bass's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. To me, Tenderheart sticks out the most among all the Care Bears, mainly due to him exemplifying the very best qualities of the Care Bears, and during this movie, Tenderheart is basically a leader most of the time. Plus, I like his kind, attentive, and usually level-headed personality. Our main human characters, Kim and Jason, are voiced by Cree Summer and Sonny Besson Thrasher. In my eyes, these 2 orphan siblings are very relatable and special kids. In the beginning of the movie, they want nothing to do with anyone after their parents left them. But thanks to the Care Bears, they learn how to share their feelings, and they're willing to help the bears save the world when the people begin to stop caring. Also, I like that Kim reads a lot of books and wants to be a nurse when she grows up, and Jason wants to be a jet pilot. Plus, one of my favorite moments is when Tenderheart leaves Jason in charge of keeping the evil spirit's key safe. And I also like that the kids become heroes by reaching out to Nicholas. Next we have Friend Bear and Secret Bear, voiced by Ava Almos and Annie Evans. In the movie, these 2 first meet Kim and Jason in order to help the kids by reminding them of their ambitions until they accidentally get beamed to Care-a-Lot by the Care Bear cubs, Hugs and Tugs. Also, Friend Bear and Secret Bear accompany Kim and Jason throughout their journey through the Forest of Feelings. Next we come to the movie's narrator, Nicholas Cherrywood, voiced by Hadley Kay, who would later voice the villainous Darkheart in the Care Bears sequel, A New Generation. Now this boy was an assistant to the great Fettuccine, who wanted nothing more than to make friends. However, the evil spirit convinces Nicholas that what he really wanted is for everybody else to be uncaring so that they can also be lonely just like him. And as Nicholas conjures up the evil spirit's spells, not only does it cause people to stop caring, but it also slowly makes him evil himself, until Kim and Jason get him to care again. In my opinion, while Nicholas was easily manipulated, I know that he's a good kid on the inside, and I like that in the end, not only does Nicholas become Fettuccine's partner, but when he grows up, he marries Kim, and they both manage an orphanage out of remembrance of their own childhood hardships and respect for the Care Bears. Next we come to the real villain of the movie, the evil spirit, voiced by the late Jackie Burroughs, whom was in the Star Wars Ewok series and the 1985 Anne of Green Gables series. This character was found in a trunk that Fettuccine bought and was freed by Nicholas somehow. In my opinion, not only does the spirit seem like something associated with the Celts, but she's also got to be one of the most powerful foes that the Care Bears has ever faced. Plus, I think she's very manipulative and deceptive, doing whatever it takes to bend Nicholas to her will while convincing him to try and get revenge by ridding the entire world of caring. Plus, not only does she seem very similar to Queen Grimhilda from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but I feel like she was the inspiration for the Book of Khartoum from Aladdin the Animated Series and the Evil Vor from Sophia the First. Our next character is Grumpy Bear, voiced by Bobby Dermer. In my eyes, even though Grumpy is very cynical, grouchy, and likes to complain a lot, I find him to be one of the most recognizable characters in the franchise. And in this film, Grumpy is trying to complete his latest invention, a teleportation device called the Rainbow Rescue Beam, which Baby Hugs and Tugs accidentally use to bring Kim and Jason to Carolot. Unfortunately, when Grumpy tries to send the kids back to Earth, a cloudquake jams the machine, and the kids, along with Friend Bear and Secret Bear, are sent to the Forest of Feelings. So, while the rest of the Care Bears go look for them, Grumpy and Good Luck Bear stay behind to try to fix the Rainbow Rescue Beam as Carolot crumbles around them. Next, we come to the first set of the Care Bear cousins, which consist of Braveheart Lion, voiced by Dan Hennessy, Playful Heart Monkey, voiced by Marla Lukovsky, and Swiftheart Rabbit, voiced by Ava Olmos. These characters become friends and allies to Kim, Jason, Friend Bear, and Secret Bear while in the Forest of Feelings. Plus, in my opinion, I think Braveheart is a loyal lion and he makes a great leader like Tenderheart does. Playful Heart is a practical joker, and Swiftheart is the fastest member of the Care Bear cousins. So fast that he becomes a blue blur that leaves a cloud of dust in their wake. In fact, one of my favorite scenes is when Swiftheart uses his speed to save Kim and Jason and thwart a villainous spirit in the form of a tree. The final set of Care Bear cousins consist of Cozy Heart Penguin, voiced by Pauline Renee, Lotsa Heart Elephant, voiced by Luba Goy, and Bright Heart Raccoon, voiced by Jim Henshaw. These three accompany Tenderheart and several other Care Bears while they use a cloud ship to find Kim and Jason and head down to Earth. And now let's move on to my final words. Overall, the Care Bears movie isn't that bad of a movie in my opinion. I mean, sure, it does have a few flaws, like the movie being pretty cheesy, and it's a little dated to today's standards. But still, on the other hand, it's a lot better than the 1986 My Little Pony movie. The animation is pretty decent for the time, and there are several dark moments, which was common for movies during the 80s. The song numbers are pretty sweet and fun, while one was traumatizing. The characters like Tenderheart and the other Care Bears are fun, wise, and knowledgeable, and I like that they help children share their feelings. The Care Bear cousins are fantastic supporting characters. Kim and Jason are memorable and relatable main characters. Nicholas, while easily manipulated, is a very sympathetic kid. And the evil spirit has got to be one of the most devious animated villains to ever grace the silver screen. Also, this movie gives a nice lesson about love and friendship. So, if you want to introduce your kids to the Care Bears, I suggest you start with this movie before watching the original series, and of course, be sure to watch it with them. I give this movie an 85% out of 100. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me for my next video. Mustang Power.